Welcome to our Amyth Butthole, where today's story features a father who steals $250,000 from his own kid. Now, on to the wild story. RTA for telling my parents they can be a part of my kids' lives only if they give back the inheritance they stole from me. When I was very young, my grandparents passed away. They left me a solid inheritance that was supposed to pay for college and help me start off strong in life. If my parents had just left it alone, I'd be in a great place right now. My older sister and cousins, they're all debt-free and own their homes. Me, I got $27,000. Just 10% of what everyone else received. Why? Because my dad thought he was smarter than my grandfather. He took my money out of the trust and tried to invest it himself. Surprise, he failed. They also lost a ton of money that had been left to my mom. So, I cut them out of my life. They weren't invited to my wedding. They haven't met my kids. And since my sister doesn't want children, I have the only grandkids they'll ever have. Now they want to be involved in my kids' lives. I told them, if you replace the money, with interest, I'll forgive you and let you meet them. They said I was being unreasonable and that paying me back would damage their retirement fund. So, I asked, how much would you have in retirement if my dad hadn't messed with the money in the first place? My sister says I'm being mean. I told her, cool, if it's not a big deal, then give me your inheritance. She didn't like that. I also said, if you care so much about giving them grandkids, have one yourself. Again, not an option. It's been years, and I'm still furious. My dad wanted to prove he was some kind of investing genius and ended up ruining my future and dishonouring my grandfather's legacy. Let's do the math. $27,000 is 10% of what he should have received. That means the original inheritance was about $270,000. So, his dad basically lost $250,000. Here's what's nuts. Why did you get hit with a full loss? Why didn't your sister lose anything? Why didn't your dad split the damage evenly? This is beyond selfish. Your family stole $250,000 from you, and now they want to play happy grandparents? If we assume the money was invested in 2009 at a standard 7% return, you'd have nearly $700,000 today. That's $689,000, to be exact. Life-changing money. OP, if I were in your shoes, I'd never speak to my dad again. He didn't just squander your money, he tanked your future out of arrogance. And your mom let him. Your sister is trying to guilt you into forgiveness without sacrificing anything herself. I'm giving you 0 out of 5 buttholes. Your dad. Solid 4.5, maybe 5. I usually say 5 out of 5 for truly vile stuff, but this is close. AITA for leaving my sister's wedding early after she called my career a hobby. I'm a 26-year-old woman and just got back from my 28-year-old sister's wedding last weekend. I'm still hurt over what happened. Anna and I have always had a complicated relationship. She's the classic type A, super successful, corporate queen. I'm more of the laid-back creative type. I'm an artist and recently launched my own business selling paintings and commissions. It's been slow but gaining traction. I'm proud of it. But my family, especially Anna, has always dismissed my work. They don't get why I didn't take the normal path. The wedding was beautiful, and I was genuinely happy for her. I even helped plan parts of it, even though I wasn't the maid of honor. That title went to her best friend. Still, I tried to be there for her because she's my sister and I love her. At the reception, I finally got a moment alone with her to say congrats. I told her how amazing everything looked and how proud I was. She smiled and said, thanks. I'm surprised you actually made it. I figured you'd be too busy with your little hobby business. I was stunned. Like, did she really just say that? I laughed awkwardly and replied, it's not a hobby. It's my job. She shrugged and said, well, it's not a real job, but I'm glad you're having fun with it. I didn't know what to say. I just walked away and tried to enjoy the rest of the night, but her words kept echoing in my head. After dinner, I decided to leave. No goodbyes. I just grabbed my stuff and dipped. Now my mom is furious at me for ruining the night. Anna hasn't reached out. My dad is trying to stay neutral but said I may have overreacted. Maybe I did. But it really hurt to have my career belittled like that, especially on a day I was doing everything I could to support her. Honestly, the way you wrote this, it sounds like the first thing she said to you was that insult. Like, why? What's the point of that jab? Your sister is mean. Full stop. I'm giving you 0 out of 5 buttholes. Your sister gets a solid 1 out of 5. ITA for postponing our wedding because my fiancé wants pictures of her late husband at it. My fiancé and I have been together for 3 years and got engaged 6 months ago. While planning the wedding, she casually asked, "Where do you think pictures of my late husband should go?" I was confused. I asked what she meant. She said she wanted a bridesmaid to carry his photo during the ceremony, place his picture on our table, and even hold his photo in most of our wedding pictures. I told her I wasn't comfortable with that. I understand his part of her past, but having him featured so prominently at our wedding felt wrong. She flipped out and shouted, "I can't believe you're jealous, he's dead. What, you think I'm gonna **** him at the wedding?" After that, I postponed the wedding. Now I'm honestly considering calling the whole thing off. OP, this is weird. It kind of sounds like she wants you to hold the photo right in front of your face so it looks like she's still marrying him. That's unsettling. You get 0 out of 5 buttholes. Your fiancé? 1.5 out of 5. ITA for wanting to break up with my girlfriend because of what her late boyfriend's dad said? My girlfriend's last boyfriend died in a car accident a few years ago. When we got together, she told me about it early on. She's still close with his parents and considers them like family. She wanted me to meet them. I agreed, though I figured it'd be awkward. I've visited them a few times now. Every time, her late boyfriend's dad makes weird comments. Like, one time he said his son was a real man who worked on cars and always had dirty hands. Then he looked at me and asked what I do. I told him I'm an accountant. He goes, "Yeah, I figured. Your hands don't look like they've done any real work." Every visit is like this. He'll praise his son, ask me something, then throw shade. I talked to my girlfriend about it. She said I'm insecure and shouldn't feel threatened. I told her I didn't want to see them anymore. She got mad and said maybe her dad's right, that I need to be more manly. Okay, OP, be more manly. Stand up for yourself. Dump her. You get 0 out of 5 buttholes. Her dead boyfriend's dad? 1.5. Top comment said it best, be more assertive. Translation: I'm not hanging out with people who insult me. Period. AITA for taking my shirt off at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm a 23-year-old woman, and my boyfriend, 24, and I were celebrating our 1-year anniversary at Cheesecake Factory. He planned it since I love their cheesecake. That'll matter in a sec.